Folks, this is the most exciting robot battle competition of the year. Team Aim Higher, with their lead engineer Jason Masterson, is about to win this competition while letting the robot AI do all the work. I am just in awe at how fast and precise every calculated movement is by a drill instructor. This devastating defeat is destroying both the bot and the chances of the leading team of this league. Oh, and drill instructor has cornered Bunyan, and the drill is coming out again. This is not good news for Team Wipeout. They were supposed to wipe out their competition, but instead it looks like they and their bot are being wiped out. Folks, it's all over in what was almost the surprise upset of the year. I think both teams should be thankful to have their bots somewhat intact after what can only be described as a stalemate. It's too bad for Team Aim Higher. I'm told that they were planning on using this same AI technology for a newer grand challenge, involving a water race utilizing AI-controlled vehicles.
Well, that was fun.
Didn't you tell me we learned the most from our mistakes?
I lied.
Your AI was incredible, Jason. I can't get over how well that works. You gotta be proud of that.
Yeah, so proud. It didn't even know it was gonna self-destruct.
How could it?
Well, I should have anticipated it. I should have thought more ahead to everything that could go wrong. We're gonna need some more sensors, feedback circuits, some more health detectors.
Jason, you have no reason to beat yourself up over that. The system worked really well. We had a technical glitch we couldn't have anticipated. So we learn, we move on. We pick up the pieces and we're smarter for the next time, huh?
Yeah, because mistakes happen, right?
And with some of us, mistakes happen a little more often than they do with others. Wouldn't you say, John?
Yeah, I know. I screwed up again. I'm sorry.
There comes a point where you need to stop making excuses. You always have to think ahead. It's like chess, always thinking so many moves ahead. You have to anticipate every decision, every possibility, and account for it. One little error in judgment can cost you.
John, he's right that this was an easily preventable mistake. It looks like you never tightened down the set screw on the drill chuck.
No, I did. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Remember we had this problem during testing. I meant to put some sealer on this screw so it wouldn't vibrate loose during rotation. Can't believe I forgot that.
And that is the kind of learning from our mistakes that one would expect. Good job, John. Now make a note of that in your tech log so that's one mistake that will never repeat itself, right?
Yeah. I know, sorry guys.
That guy is always screwing up. If it's not the drill bit falling off, it's the liquid cooling system leaking. Or the tracks losing traction. I mean, every failure can be traced back to him.
That was part of the point of getting involved in these competitions and asking John to join the team, right? He's green. He doesn't have the experience that you do, and he lacks a bit of confidence. So we're coaching him and helping him learn better engineering practices, better analytical skills, more rigor and precision. And we're using these competitions to help shake things out in all of our skill sets, in the team dynamics, and in the critical subsystems of the robotics.
Yeah, because here, it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, here is just for bragging rights. Where it matters is when we put the boat in the water at the Grand Challenge and all eyes are on us.
I know you're right. It's just, I don't mean to be so hard on him. I just see so much potential there, and I don't want him wasting it by being careless.
Well, your heart is in the right place, Jason. You just need to soften it up a bit. You know we love you though, right?
Well, I gotta get home. I've got lots of work to do to prepare for Monday's meeting.
Okay. See you at the meeting. Do you need any help?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Oh, by the way, I'm singing my first solo at church in a couple of weeks. Do you think you might come?
Maybe. I have to check my schedule. Send me an email about it.
Okay. See you at the meeting. I'll bring donuts. Bavarian cream, right?
Thanks for the talk, Boyd.
You don't have to answer. I know what
Betty's
you
made
need.
a pot roast that will melt in your mouth. Why don't you come join us for dinner? I know there's plenty, and we'd all have to have you over.
No, I really have to get ready for that meeting. But tell Betty and, he goes by Theo now, right?
Yeah, I guess Ed, Betty, and Teddy just got too much for him.
Can't imagine why. Well, Ed, tell him I said hey.
That's Boyd to you. And you sure we can't change your mind? There'll be cherry pie.
Yeah, I'm sure. Thanks. Now maybe if it was blueberry.
Maybe next time. All right. Good night.
See you Monday.
Hey, look at him.
He does it every day. Guess he didn't have a bathroom in his house.
Don't be dumb. Everybody has a bathroom. He just needs to get a wife.
Ew, gross. I don't ever want a wife.
Hey, don't you kids have to go to school?
Don't you have to get a life?
Are you guys excited about homecoming tonight?
I am. I want to see Andy all dressed up. Don't you want to see her all dressed up, Greg?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Hey, do you guys want to go to movies after church?
Yeah.
I can't. I've already spent all my money on these robots.
Don't worry about it. It's my treat.
When'd you get so rich?
My uncle gave me $50 for my birthday yesterday.
Ow!
Pay attention.
Ugh.
Let me look at that.
You guys should be getting ready. The dance starts in just over an hour. Oh, Julia! Is your finger okay?
Yeah, it's just burned a little.
Don't worry, Mrs. Moore. I'll take good care of her.
You're a good boy, Jason. You're a good boy too, son.
Stop embarrassing our son in front of his friends. That's my job, right, Greggy?
Now what do you want, Dad?
I just came to see if you need some help with these robots.
We're good. Thanks for asking, though.
No time anyway. Time to get ready for the big dance. All your clothes are ironed and ready.
Thank you, Mrs.
Thanks,
Moore.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, Julia, I forgot to ask. Are you singing your solo for church next week?
No, I decided not to. I think I'm just gonna stick to choir.
Well, maybe next time, dear.
Yeah.
I better get that.
You should have taken that solo. You're the best singer at church. And I love to listen to you sing.
Me too.
Maybe next time. We better get ready or we're gonna be late.
Yeah. We can't be late.
You mean late to see a certain girl we all know?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I have to shave.
Yeah. You look awful. Never grow a beard again. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Julia.
So, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Did you get a chance to see that robotic special on TV last night?
I meant to watch that, but I got caught up in some other things and it slipped my mind.
So, what did you end up doing last night other than get ready for today?
I did some research.
What is that on your forehead? Those look like keyboard marks. Did you fall asleep at your computer again?
Of course not. Oh, I know what happened. I dropped my flash drive, and when I went to pick it up, I hit my head on the keyboard.
Yeah, okay. I better get going and get ready for this meeting. I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah. So you can see from the data we gathered from the user experience study that our users overwhelmingly prefer the new graphical interface over the previous version.
I'd like to know more about that one guy who prefers to eat pickles.
Thank you for finding the Easter egg. We got some very positive feedback on these changes. A number of people said that they felt like we really listened to the users on these changes, and that these changes directly addressed their chief complaints.
We also saw a bunch of comments from several different people that said it looked more mature than the last version.
Well, after all the testing you did, pretty sure it would have to, right? We're moving into the beta testing stage today, releasing Vertiglia 6.0 to 1,000 of our users to use in their actual day-to-day business.
Jason, has your team contemplated building in the capability for Vertiglia to monitor how users are actually using the product and send that data back to us so we can use it to make future versions even better?
That's a great idea. Boyd, could you make a note of that? We'll add that to the desirable feature list for the next version. We're feature complete for this release already, but we'll just see when we can find a time to fit that in. That shouldn't be too hard to add, actually. I would guess about one developer for a week. Thanks.
Okay. Well, good job, Jason, on the presentation. And everyone on the team for all your hard work in getting this done. I think this is probably the best software we've ever produced. Now, I'm sure you're all looking forward to the actual ship date, which, if everything goes according to schedule, will be in about 3 months. Then it's a nice week-long vacation for everyone in Hawaii to recover.
Yeah, then you'll get your new team assignments when you get back. I'm sure some of you can't wait to move on to my Vertiglia 7.0 team already.
And for those of you who are gluttons for punishment, the Benchcast team is really in need of some of the same best practices that you all developed and followed for this project. Anyone? Anyone?
Vertiglia 7 suddenly looks pretty good.
Yeah, well, good job, everyone. We're done here.
So what did you really think of that suggestion about building some monitoring and feedback into the software?
I liked it a lot.
In fact, it's already been done and tested for about a month and a half. But I'll save it for 7.0.
I should have known. You're always on top of everything.
Great job in there, Jason.
Fine, thanks.
Yeah, I'm in control. Ow. If you break my arm, I won't be able to help you fix those electrical problems with your robot, so.
I am not gonna break your arm, silly boy. Plus, you only need one arm to fix my robot.
So, are we going to dance at this dance or what? Come on, let's get out there and have some fun.
You first.
I don't want to go by myself. You should come with me. Besides, everyone else is having fun. We should too.
It does look like they're having fun, don't you think, Andy?
Yeah, they're having a lot of fun.
Why don't you just go on already and ask her to dance?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on, Greg. You've been staring at her all night.
For the last 2 years, you mean?
Yeah, see? Even Jason here figured that one out.
Yeah, even I figured it out.
You guys are crazy, you know?
I wish he'd come over here and ask me to dance.
I know you do. I guess going over to ask him to dance is out of the question?
No way, she won't. He should be man enough to come over here and ask her.
If he doesn't want to dance with me, he won't come and ask. If he did, he would.
Maybe he doesn't know he wants to dance with you. I bet if you ask him, he'll say yes.
Yeah, you should go over there and ask him. He'll definitely say yes. And you're a gorgeous girl. Who wouldn't say yes to you?
I don't know about that. I'll think about it.
Well, by the end of the night, you should definitely ask him. It's our last year of high school, our last homecoming. You're going to college next year all the way across the country. You may never see him again. You've got to make your move now and see where it leads you before it's too late.
You're right. But I really want him to ask me. I'll wait a while to give him the chance.
Okay, well, in the meantime, let's get out there and have some fun.
Crazies? Us? Do you remember the time where you made Julie and I go to the football game in the snow just so you could see Andy do her thing?
Okay, it was because it was the championship game, and I was just supporting our team. You know, school spirit.
Come on. You never went to a game a day in your life before Andy became a cheerleader.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine, what?
Okay, fine, nothing.
Okay, fine, you like her, just admit it.
Okay, fine, I like her. Don't you, Jason?
Yeah, she's okay. But I wouldn't go to a football game in a blizzard just to see her thing.
But you did go, so.
Not for her, for you, man. I almost froze my toes off for you, and so did little Julia here. So, you gonna ask her to dance or what?
Nah, wait, dude. She's way out of my league. She's a cheerleader, and I'm a geek.
She's a beauty and you're the beast.
She's a hero, and you're zero. Oh, Greg, come on. I'm just teasing. You know I think you're awesome. Go ask her. She's so not out of your league.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen?
You mean besides her saying no, right? Be the laughing stock of the whole. No! Jason, it says peanuts in it. I had some earlier.
Thanks. You saved my life. You are a hero. Just like Andy.
Please, stop.
Hello, Miss
Mrs. Waters, it's so nice to see you. It's been quite some time.
Oh, thank you, dear. You're welcome. Andy, I was so happy when your mother told me you were working close by. How are things with you?
Oh, things are going well. Life's been treating me good. I had a few rough spots over the years, but my faith got me through. Now I'm so thankful for everything in my life.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
So, what can I do for you today?
Well, I kind of fell the other morning, and my knee's been giving me problems.
Well, let's take a look. Well, I don't see any bruising, but there still seems to be some swelling. Your radiologist sent me your x-rays. There doesn't appear to be anything broken, but there may be some other damage. Can you try to straighten your leg for me? Yeah, you may have tore a ligament or some cartilage. You didn't fall practicing those slam dunks again, did you?
Oh, no. I just fell when I stepped out of the shower one morning.
Oh, I can imagine that was painful. You know, Holly once slipped in the shower when we were younger. She sprained her ankle pretty badly, and she couldn't play soccer the rest of that season. She was so mad.
How is Holly? And how is, what's his name? Danny. How's Danny doing?
Oh, they're both doing fine. Holly's thinking about graduate school, and Danny plays the drums in our church worship band.
Wow, I really miss going to church. I don't get around too much anymore.
That's too bad. You know, I'd be more than happy to pick you up and take you to my church anytime you'd like. Our service starts at 10 on Sundays.
You know, that would be great. And I'd really enjoy seeing Danny play the drums.
All right, so it's settled. I'll pick you up at 9:30 this Sunday.
Okay.
All right. Now let's talk about some exercises we can do to relieve this knee pain. Can you straighten your leg one more time for me?
Jason, can you tell us about the software advancements you've made to support the new underwater sensing arrays?
Yeah. Julia's new sensor arrays allow me to build a 3D map of what's in the water, just like our other sensors do for the air. We can determine distance between objects, rate of movement, directionality. We can see disturbances underwater and identify exactly the cause of that disturbance, like the flapping of a fish's tail, or the rotation of a screw on a boat, or a heat signature, or whatever.
We've incorporated feedback sensing circuitry so the boat can even detect when its own circuitry fails for any reason.
Which we then use to affect the weighting used by the AI in assigning confidence levels to the various sensor arrays.
Incredible. That really just blows my mind. John, what's new with the mechanical systems?
I was able to significantly reduce the cost and make things a whole lot simpler by using a traditional half rack and bolting it directly to the deck. It's far more solid and easier to use than that free-floating mess that Shani gave me to build.
You've got to be kidding me.
I know, right? It would have cost like 5 times more and taken 3 times as long to work with that contraption.
That contraption isolated the computer equipment, the brain of the entire boat, from the movement of the boat itself, so that the rocking of the waves and gyrations of the boat don't cause the hard drives to eat themselves.
What do you mean?
The gyroscopic effect. Hello? The drives are spinning at 10,000 rotations per minute. As the boat rocks and rolls, the drives are exerting a force in opposition to the movement of the boat that the hard drive platters are not designed to withstand.
That is why my free-floating mess had its own gyroscope mounted horizontally to oppose the motion of the boat with the rack, causing the rack to stay stationary no matter what the boat did.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think about that.
Do you ever? Think, I mean.
Jason. Jason, stop! Overreact much?
Did you want something, Mom?
Wow, Jason, what is wrong with you?
Nothing, okay? Maybe you should be focused on John in there. He's the real problem.
No, I'm worried about you, Jason.
Don't be, all right?
I'm fine.
Okay, well, I'll be praying for you.
Whatever. Why don't you cross your fingers and throw a penny in the wishing well while you're at it? Can I go now?
Of course. You're free to do as you choose.
Is he okay?
I don't know.
Andy, I need some more dish towels in here.
Holly, I don't think we should worry about doing the dishes until after dinner.
Mom and Dad aren't going to be here for half an hour. We might as well get as much done now as we can, and then we won't have to worry about it later.
You are way too organized. You should really help me with some of my wedding planning. You are the matron of honor, after all.
How is that wedding stuff going anyway?
Okay. There are so many dresses and cakes and songs to choose from. I just can't keep it all straight.
Isn't Danny helping you?
Danny's not interested in choosing flowers, and I won't let him see me try on any dresses, but he has been good about finding tuxes and getting the groomsmen measured. It still hasn't sunk into me that we're getting married.
Danny is such a great guy. Is he coming to dinner?
He said he'd stop by later for dessert. I bought his favorite lemon bars from Vito's Bakery.
I am so happy for you guys. Your life really has changed a lot in the last few years.
Yeah, I've grown so much since, well, you know. I found Jason online today. I wasn't sure if it was the right thing to do, but I sent him a friend request.
I think it's great that you're reaching out to him. It'd be nice to know what he's been up to all these years.
I just want to know if he's doing okay. It's been almost 7 years. He never returned my emails in college.
Andy, you've moved on, and I'm so proud of you. We can only pray that Jason's moved on too. Oh, pot roast is ready. Good thing we set the timer. Do you remember back at your first apartment? You had that broken timer. Every Friday night we had to eat burnt pizza. I got so sick of that.
Speaking of old times, you'll never guess who I saw at the clinic today. Mrs. Waters.
Mrs. Waters? I haven't seen her in ages. Remember when we used to go to her house after school and she would make us those oatmeal cookies?
Oh, yeah, those were the best.
Have you ever wanted to just give up because you just couldn't find a solution? That's when you need to rely on God's word and know that we are not alone. He is right here. All we have to do is turn our problems over to Him. I know there was a time when I had no idea of where or what my life was going to be like. Every door that I opened was being closed in my face. That was when I opened my Bible and I found myself reading Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 6.
Hello?
How's it going?
Good.
Did I call you at a bad time? It sounds like you're busy.
No, I'm just doing more research for the project.
You are always working. You need to have a little fun every now and then.
Yeah, I guess.
I wanted to see if you're still coming to Theo's birthday party this weekend. It's been a while since you've been over.
Yeah, I remember. I'll be there.
Good. Jason, is there something else bothering you?
No, I'm good. Why?
It just seems like you're a little distracted.
I'm fine.
If you're uncomfortable talking to me, just remember God is always available no matter what time it is.
Okay, Boyd, I really have to go. I'll see you tomorrow.
Here we go again. We should film this and put it on the internet. What is wrong with this guy? Who knows?
Julia, it's good to see you. Glad you're able to make it.
Thank you. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Come on in. Party just started, so make yourself at home.
Well, give it up already. Just go ask her. Normally, we can't even get you to shut up.
Here. Let me show you how to do it. Julia, get up and stand over there for a second.
Guys, come on, sit down. You're being ridiculous.
Oh, look. A girl I would like to ask to dance. Let me walk up to her. Miss, I'm quite taken by your beauty and couldn't help myself from staring. Would you do me the honor of being my partner for this dance?
The pleasure's all mine.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Seriously, Greg, go ask her to dance. You have to make a move at some point.
Do I?
If you want to have a shot with her.
They're just friends. They've been friends since elementary school. It's totally platonic.
Obviously, going to all of her games has done nothing, and it's not like she's in any of your classes, and it's not like we're in the same circle of friends.
Probably just practicing how to ask you to dance.
I'm not getting my hopes up. He doesn't need to practice. He's the best looking guy in school. Any girl would say yes.
Except he's kind of a geek.
He's just super smart.
But he does all that robotic stuff. And look at who his friends are. The geekiest kids in school.
They're not geeks. They're just smart and have different interests. That's what I like about him.
Somehow, I can't picture her in the robotics club getting her fingers burned by the wires you so wrongly put together.
Boy, first of all, that was you who did that, and Julia, whose fingers got burned, so.
Yeah, and it still hurts a little.
Is that better?
Well, there is this other one.
Enough! I'll ask her to dance. In a minute.
He's really nice and he's funny.
Yeah, I guess he is kind of a cool guy. In a geeky kind of way.
You want me to walk over there with you, dude?
No, that won't be necessary.
Really? I'll walk with you halfway.
If you want.
Oh, look, here he comes. I mean, don't look.
Yeah, just look casual, Andy. Like you haven't been waiting for him.
So what are you guys going to do with your share of the money if we win?
I'm going to get a brand new Corvette. No, wait. A classic vet. Totally restored.
I think I'm going to put a down payment on a house with a nice big backyard for me and Theo to play ball in.
What are you going to do with your share, Jason?
There's some things money can't buy or fix.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Let's just get back to the task at hand before we start talking about winning. Julie and I have completed our tests on all the sensor arrays. We tweaked the AI and the voting algorithm a bit, and we're extremely happy with the results. We're very confident where we are right now. As far as I'm concerned, we're ready to move to in-water live run tests.
Well, I don't want to get too excited until we see this boat actually perform autonomously in the water. The simulations are all making me extremely optimistic. I can't tell you how impressed I am with everything I'm seeing.
The navigation systems, including rudder controls, GPS, current detection, wind speed, and directional detectors, are all performing well within tolerances. We're a go.
Wow. Well, I was in the final stage of mounting the new gimbal computer racks when the drill slipped, and I drilled through the outer hull.
So, you've compromised the integrity of the hull?
You broke the boat?
I'm afraid so. It was an accident. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was an accident. Oh, okay, don't worry about it then, buddy. You've only jeopardized thousands of hours of work, put in over the last 18 months, and you wasted a lot of money and equipment. Yeah, you're sorry. You're the sorriest excuse for an engineer I've ever encountered.
Jason! It's not the end of the world. I'm sure we can patch it somehow.
If you didn't constantly criticize me and berate me and make me a nervous wreck, I'm a wreck because of him. I can't even think straight. You make me feel like I don't do anything right.
That's because you don't. Look around, John. Do you get the fact that all of us sacrifice like all of our free time to do this? And for some of us, this is practically all we're living for? This opportunity could be life-changing. It doesn't come around every day, and you act so cavalierly like it's not a big deal. It's a big deal!
Let him go. I've had more than enough of him anyway. I don't care how smart he is. We're better off without him.
Why? How could you let this happen? What kind of God would do something like this? My life wasn't supposed to be like this. I was always a good Christian. I was obedient. I did what was expected of me. I read my Bible. I spent time with you. I lived a Christian life, and then I do one thing wrong, and this happens. I thought you loved me. I guess you don't love me now, but I thought you did. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight.
Lord, I always trusted you. You let this happen! I made one lousy mistake.
Jason? 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 Do you mind if I check my email? Ooh. You received a friend request from Andy Parker.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, are you going to accept her?
I don't know. Why should I?
Is this what this is all about? Jason, God loves you, and He forgives you for everything you've done wrong. You can't keep carrying this burden. He'll give you peace.
Yeah, that's what the book says.
It wasn't really your fault. I'm sorry I blamed you at the time. You can't keep blaming yourself.
You're right. I blame Andy too.
Jason, you have to forgive yourself. And you have to forgive Andy. Holding on to this bitterness is like a slow death sentence.
Who cares anyway, right? I mean, what's the point of
I care, Jason. God cares. And I bet Andy cares too.
Sure, everyone cares, right?
Whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and watch you wallow in your own self-pity. All right.
Right on time. This is pathetic.
Don't you kids have anything better to do with your time?
Nope. What could be better than this? Yeah, seriously.
Smart aleck kid.
Man, you didn't have to do that.
Morning. We're going to talk about the progress of Project 13 today. So far, the project is going according to plan.
Can you speak up? We can't hear you in the back.
Yeah, sorry. The important thing is that the project is still ahead of schedule, and we should be able to turn it in 2 weeks early.
You mean 2 weeks earlier than the updated schedule, or 2 weeks earlier than the original date?
The original date, I had a bit of a problem with some of the code on my end.
I'm just curious. I sent my code in last week to be checked, and I haven't heard anything back yet.
I'm not sure about your code, but I'll get back to you on that. Just get started on the next piece, and I'm sure I'll be able to integrate it just fine.
You don't have any questions with any part of it?
I'm sure it'll be fine. As for the rest of the code, I think we should be able to work out the visual interface problem within a day or two.
What visual interface problem? I thought I had that working just fine.
Do you mean the visual interface problem on the Simon project?
Yeah, I think that was the one. Yeah, that... Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself.
Well, how's everything else shaping up? Do you have the cost projection chart for the final phase based on your estimates for the time needed?
Yes, I have that, but it's back in my office.
Wait, isn't that the chart on the table behind you?
No. I mean, yes. This is the original. I needed to make some changes.
Well, can you just show us that one and tell us what the changes were, just so we can have an initial estimate?
Well, wait, sorry,
What's that on the chart?
Sorry, I spilled some coffee earlier today, but this is just the original. I have the updated one in my office.
Just get it to me by this afternoon.
If there are no more questions, then I'll just have to give the rest of the information at the next update on Wednesday.
I have a question. Is the help file from the first phase of the project done yet? Because I'd like to look over it.
Almost. I'll have it to you by tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.
Jason, you got the help file done already, don't you?
Actually, I haven't been able to finish it. It's on my share of the network. Can you do it for me?
Sure.
I have to leave early for lunch. Cover me, okay?
Well, Jason... Jason, what's going on?
Lunch! I have to go to lunch. I have to eat, you know.
Jason, I'm your friend. I know you, and that was not you. Something is going on.
You don't know me. We're not friends. You're just someone I work with, and this is none of your business.
I know you don't mean that.
How do you know what I mean?
No matter how many walls you put up, you can't hide from everyone forever. I can see through the cracks, Jason. I know there's been something inside of you since the day I met you. Even you are not an island. It's only a matter of time before you collapse. Look around you. You're falling apart.
I don't know how you do it, Boyd, but I can't be like you. These are the consequences for my actions. Actions have consequences, and I can't pretend like they don't.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you're right. Actions have consequences. Your actions today and every day also have consequences. But no matter what happened, God does not call us to shut ourselves off and shut down. God has plans for you, Jason. You don't belong to yourself. Remember, you were bought at a price.
You're right, but I just can't pretend. There's nothing I can do now. I should have done something. She should have done something.
What are you talking about?
You, of all people, should understand, Boyd.
Understand what?
How do you do it? How do you just go on? Your daughter died right in front of you. Don't you think you could have done more to save her?
I wondered that for the longest time. It haunted me day and night. Finally, I just tried pretending as if I never had a daughter. But that only made things worse. The guilt I felt during that period nearly caused me to lose it.
But you didn't.
I can't change the past, Jason. There's nothing I can do about that now. And I couldn't see the future. So there was nothing I could have done to save my little girl. I just couldn't get to her before that car did. We all make choices, Jason, and yes, they have consequences. But we have to do the best we can with what we have. And we must remember that God is in control, and this present darkness we live in is only here for a time. God has the victory.
How can you say that? How do you get past the point where you feel like your heart's going to explode and you just want to crawl inside of a hole and cease to exist?
Look, this is a battle. There are forces at work that we don't see or understand. Ephesians chapter 6 says that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the powers of this dark world and spiritual forces.
What are you talking about?
Satan. Satan and his demons. They're real. It's in the Bible. He opposes anything good and literally wants to destroy us. Jesus told Peter that Satan wanted to sift him like wheat. In the book of Peter, Satan is described as a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. But it also says we must resist him and stand firm in the faith. You're not the first Christian to go through this. But remember, Jesus was praying for Peter, and I'm praying for you.
God left me. What's he gonna do for me now?
He didn't leave you, Jason. You walked away from him.
He's not gonna do anything for me.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding.
What?
It's Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. You need help whether you see it or understand it or not. You can't do this on your own.
I've been getting by.
Have you? You may have been getting by before, but I think you're at the end of your rope now.
I'm fine. I don't need anyone else.
Talk to your father. He's waiting for you.
I can do this. I know I can do it. This piece just doesn't want to go in, but I know it should. I designed it.
Need help?
No, I'm fine.
Sure doesn't look like you're fine.
It's just a matter of time. I'll get it.
How long have you been at this?
You're sitting on my wrench.
How long?
A few hours, okay?
Let me help.
No, thank you. I can do it.
You know, I was there too.
It's not the same.
I know, but I've had tough times too.
I know, but it's not the same.
I've been praying for you.
Thanks.
You know, if there's anything I can do, just let me know.
There is something you could do.
What's that?
Get off my wrench.
You know, I heard this sermon a few years ago. It really helped me see things differently.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How to help you see things differently? And how will it help me put this piece back in place without my wrench?
Well, it was about putting on the armor of God. You know, the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the belt of the truth, the shield of faith, the footwear of the gospel of the truth, and the sword of the Spirit. This armor helps protect us against Satan's lies and tricks.
Have you been talking to Boyd?
All the time. Why?
Nothing.
Excuse me.
Fine.
There.
How in the world did you do that?
Well, you were putting it in backwards. From where I was standing, I could see that. Sometimes you just need the right perspective.
Thanks.
No problem. So, my solo's coming up in a few days. You think you might want to come?
We'll see.
Okay.
Here. Looks like you don't need me.
Ouch! Andy, these wires are cutting my fingers. Don't you have a florist who can do this?
No, my florist only does fresh flowers. Oh, but don't you love these silk roses? Oh, they look real, don't they? Oh, and they'll make such beautiful centerpieces. And they're the perfect color to match your dress. Oh, I think I'm going to hot glue gold pearls around the outside of the vases and line the dinner plates with chocolate truffles.
Andy, stop. Seriously, I think you need to take a break from all this wedding stuff. Why don't we just go out and go shopping on Friday?
What's this Friday? Oh, that's October 10th. I can't do that. Saturday would be better.
Andy, I'm sorry. I forgot it was the 10th. So, whatever happened to the friend request you made to Jason?
He hasn't responded yet.
You know, some people never check their accounts. Maybe he's just busy. I'm sure he'll come around.
He's such a smart guy. I always pictured him becoming a lawyer or a CEO, but after homecoming, I just wasn't sure if he could keep it all together. He blamed himself for what happened. You know, I blamed myself for a long time, but thanks to you and Mom and Dad, I realized that if God could forgive me, I had to forgive myself. Now I feel like he wants me to move forward and live the life he has for me.
You're absolutely right. I mean, look at all he's given you. Danny, your career, the new house.
It's like he wants me to start fresh. I've been so blessed to have you all by my side all these years. You kept reminding me that I was loved no matter what by God and by my family. I couldn't have made it this far without you guys.
Well, you're welcome. But this is how you repay me?
Oh, Holly, it's going to be beautiful. Look,
apartment.
The church is going to be decorated beautifully, and these will be the centerpieces. Oh, they're going to match your dress perfectly. Oh, the reception's going to be great. Have you seen the reception hall?
No. I don't want to see the reception hall. You're driving me nuts.
Thank you, God. You are an awesome God, a loving and merciful Father. Thank you so much for directing my paths. I place my trust in you completely because I know that you have my best interests at heart. Lord, you know what's on my heart. I feel that I need to pray for Jason. I know he hasn't let go of the past. Lord, please let him know that you haven't abandoned him. Let him know that you're always there for him. That you will let him experience a new peace. Lord, please let me know if there's anything that I can do. Show me, Lord. I ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
What?
Hey, Andy. Would you let? I'm trying to say is would you dance with me? It's fine if you don't want to or anything.
I think it's sweet that you're asking. I just wasn't expecting it, that's all. Maybe some other time. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Another time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Greg. Is there anything that we can do?
Yeah, I feel responsible. We're the ones that made you go ask her.
Huh. Come on, dude. It's not your fault. Yeah. I'm just gonna get out of here. That's alright with you guys.
Are you sure?
Do you want us to go with you?
No, sorry. Just enjoy your last homecoming dance, alright? I'll be alright. See you.
That was rough.
I know I feel so bad for him. Do you think he's gonna be okay?
You guys get rejected all the time and bounce back. It's just gonna take a while.
Yeah, I know, but I wish there was something that we could do. You know? Should we go after him?
Excuse me. Sorry. But, Jason, could I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, I guess so. Why didn't you dance just one dance with him? He's crushed.
I know. I was just surprised. I've been over there all night waiting for someone else to ask me to dance and didn't know what to say when Greg came up. If it wasn't for that, I would have said yes.
I still think it's kind of rude of you not to just dance one dance with the guy. I mean, he was getting up his courage all night.
I know. I've been getting up my courage all night, too. It was you I was hoping would ask me to dance. I waited all last year, too, and, well, would you dance with me, Jason?
I really don't think that's a good idea. I mean, my best friend likes you and you just turned him down.
Okay. I understand. Please, just one dance. It wouldn't hurt anybody. Please?
Okay, I guess just one dance.
Jason, we have to go get Greg. He just saw you two dancing. You're such a jerk sometimes.
Where's he now?
I don't know. He just saw it off. He saw us? Yeah. He saw his best friend and the girl that he's had a crush on for 2 years dancing. You both are jerks. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Yeah, whatever. Jason, this is Greg we're talking about. We have to go after him.
You're right. Andy, this was a mistake. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I tried to say no, but she grabbed me by the hand. Also, I didn't want to do to her what she did to Greg.
No, Jason! You should have let go, and you should have said, I'm sorry, that Greg is my best friend and you don't stab friends in the back!
I tried!
Please, Jason! You don't do anything that you don't want to do! Now start the car and let's go find Greg! Greg! Is he okay? Oh my god! That's our friend! Greg! No! No!
I thought I might find you here today.
Being here, Andy, it doesn't bring him back. It doesn't change the way I feel about what happened. I've been coming here every year since it happened, and nothing has changed.
I used to feel the same way too. I felt like I was responsible for cutting Greg's life short, filling his family with grief. I couldn't forgive myself. I didn't want to because I wasn't sure if Greg would have forgiven me. I couldn't let go of the pain. I was convinced that no one would understand, that I was alone in this, that God had abandoned me.
I've asked God to forgive me, but why should he? What I did was unforgivable. I betrayed my best friend, and now I can't do anything to bring him back. Greg didn't deserve to die. I'm the one who made the mistake.
Jason, God does not want you to suffer like this. Just a few years ago, I felt the same way you do now. I was willing to do anything to mask the pain. Drinking, drugs, dating the wrong kind of guy, you name it. But in my heart, I knew that was the wrong path. I didn't know what to do, so I prayed. Finally, I saw that my friends and family wanted to help end my suffering. God wanted to end my suffering. Jesus suffered for us. He knew my pain and he had already forgiven me. But I needed to forgive myself in order to move on with my life. God does not want you to waste your life reveling in guilt, Jason. He has forgiven you. Now you need to forgive yourself. You need to choose the right path. Jason, I'm sorry for what happened to Greg.
You're responsible for what happened too. Why'd you make me dance with you?
I know, you're right. I am to blame too, and I've had to live with that. It hasn't been easy. But I know that God has forgiven me, and that he wanted me to forgive myself. I'm sorry for my part in it. I really am. But I've accepted God's forgiveness. I hope you will too. And I hope you'll forgive me. In life, there are two paths we can choose to take. Like this fork in the road. You can continue down the road to guilt, suffering, shame, and destruction. Or you can choose to take the road to forgiveness, life, and joy. I know I chose the right path. Which one are you going to choose?
So we learn, we move on. We pick up the pieces and we're smarter for the next time.
You don't have to answer. I know what you need.
Do you ever? I mean.
I care, Jason. God cares. And I bet Andy cares too.
Sure, everyone cares, right?
Sometimes you just need the right perspective.
One lousy mistake.
He didn't leave you, Jason.
You walked away from him.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart.
And lean not on your own understanding.
In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight.
God, please help me. I know that it wasn't you who walked away, but me who left you. Please help me to forgive myself. Help me with the pain, God.
Sir, you can't park here. The concert's about to let out.
Move it if you have to.
Every morning with a sunset sky, all the moments that pass us by, rain surrounds us. You ever wonder why? Sweet mercies rain down from the heavens above. Show us how to live, how to love. And when you fall down, you finally see how he's always there for you and me. How he's always there for you and me. How he's always there for you and me.
Good evening, and thank you for coming to our program tonight. God bless you all.
Oh, definitely. People are going to get in there.
Is Julia Gonzalez back there?
Yeah, I'll get her in just a second, okay?
Jason, you made it.
I'm so sorry I was late.
It's okay. I'm glad you're here.
No, it's not okay, Julia. I was late and I should have been there for you.
Really? It's okay. I'm surprised you came at all.
Julia, listen. Don't say a word, okay? I have to tell you something, and I should have told you a long time ago.
Sure, of course.
Julia, I've taken you for granted for the last 7 years, and you were always there for me, and you never gave up on me. You should have. I would have given up if I were you, but you never gave up on me, and I don't know why. I don't deserve you, but I can see now that you're a gift from God. I can see now that it was you who was there that night, and it was you who cried with me those days, and it was you who got me through college, who made me write all my papers when I didn't want to, and it was you who knows the real me. You know what a mess I am. You know my deepest secrets, yet you haven't held those against me, and I know that you've prayed for me every single day, haven't you?
Every day.
I'm so sorry, Julia. I'm so sorry for being such a lousy friend, for being a complete jerk. And you were always there for me. Listen, don't cry. I didn't mean for you to cry.
It's okay. I can't help it.
Hold on. Looks like you're gonna need the whole box. I love the way you blow your nose.
You always made fun of me.
Yeah, but secretly I thought it was cute.
Fakes, I think. Why are you telling me this? I mean, why now? What happened?
God happened. I was blind and I can see now. I can see how he's been working in my life. Now he gave me you a long time ago and you never left my side. And he put Boyd in my life. Boyd, who's been through a parent's worst nightmare, yet he still loves God with all his heart and he lives his life with so much joy. He didn't turn his back on God like I did. God sent him to me. He's been a wonderful friend and a mentor to me. I can see that now. I mean, most importantly, I can see that Jesus' death on that cross can even pay for my idiotic, teenage, selfish mistake that I made back at that homecoming dance. God forgives me, and because he forgives me, I can forgive myself. I can forgive Andy. I can forgive everybody who's tried to help me. Including you, Julia. I resented your help when I needed it. Thank you. Thank you. Why didn't you just give up on me?
I didn't want to lose you. And when I wanted to give up on you, God wouldn't let me. Jason, you're my best friend. You've always been, and you'll always be.
Oh, I forgot. I double parked my car.
What?
Come on.
What? Okay.
Here are your keys. I parked over there.
Thank you. Would you like to have dinner with me?
I'd love to. What happened to your car?
It died. The neighbor gave me this one.
Just gave it to you?
Yep. Hey kids, you be good today.
What got into him?
God's gotten him. My mama's been praying for him.
Jason? Jason?
I'm sorry that it took me so long to come. I just couldn't.
Jason, you don't have to say anything. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I come in?
Of course. Please, come in.
I don't know why you were thanking me.
I know you're not our son, but I lost you too that day. You were a huge part of Greg's life and our lives.
I'm sorry I didn't respond to any of your letters. I couldn't forgive myself.
You are forgiven, Jason. When you first believed in God and accepted His love, you were forgiven for everything.
I know that now.
Welcome home, Jason. We've missed you.
And I can't get out of here. Feel the walls closing in. I'm bored again. Is there anything new under the sun? I need to pray every day, but I feel so far away. Life seems so tedious, serious. Don't wanna be like everybody else. How did I become so caught up in the world loves? How could I have missed? Life is more than this. I gotta do a new change the way I think. I can't exist another day. Going through the motions. I gotta discover now just what my life is all about. I gotta do a new thing. I used to be so in love, couldn't get enough of you. I was in your word every day. You showed me a thing, everything new under the sun. I wrapped you up in a box and decided I knew all of you. We've been together so long, but I was wrong, and you still hold on. How did I let go of all the things that I know? How could I forget? You're not done with me yet. My God can do a new thing. My God will change the way I think. He doesn't want me one more day. Going through the motion, just when I think I figured out just what my life is all about. My God will do a new thing.